What up, everybody? Yeah, I'm feeling better. Got some food in me. Hardcore Diablo 2 going. What class you want me to play, Mitch? The recent developments? All right, I'm gonna do it right now. I quit the Locale podcast because I had concerns that weren't being met. When I started Locale podcast, I didn't want like trolling to start back up and get into my life. And the Keem has this policy that all comments are good comments regardless of what they say. And every time I reached out to Keem, he would just blow it off. Like he goes and like disregard my concerns. And it got to the point where like it was affecting my mental health and other things in my life. And I I basically ask, I basically put an ultimatum out there where it's like, we either start doing this or I'm going to step out. And then it got ignored for probably a day and a half. And I feel like I'm owed about $1,350. I feel like they owe me that based on everything I've done. But to this point, I've not made any money yet. So like we're 3 months in, and like everything is pointing to like another live stream where it's just beat on wings and boogie. And I feel like we should be past that now, right? If all the content we have is being dogpiled on every week, I don't want to be a part of that. So I said I quit. I left all the groups. I un like retweeted all the tweets, deleted all the tweets I made, and here we are. And that's where we stand right now. Like if they want me back, a couple concessions had to be made. If they don't want me back, they can always fill my spot. Either way, it was a pleasure working with them. I got nothing bad about to say about anybody with Locale. Other than that, we didn't agree on how certain things should be handled. But I'd much rather have my life simpler without a bunch of heartache. And that's where we're at. Apologize to Keemstar for what? Giving him free labor? I don't see what you're going with here. I didn't say anything particularly bad about him.
Switching mags. Stand tall.
Yeah, Don, you play.
Team deathmatch. All operatives, you're clear to engage.
I need to take hardline off this class and go with a go either the bone conductor or something else. I wish there was more in the third slot. I feel like there's not enough good perks.
We've lost the lead. We've secured the lead. Friendly UAV online. Mission time is half over. Maintain the lead.
Oh, he got me finally.
Watch for movement.
The drummer, hey Wings, you ever thought about joining Cameo? Yeah, I thought about it.
We're halfway to mission complete. Finish it.
I gotta remember I don't have assassin on this class.
Gotcha 6. Friendly Overwatch helo inbound.
I'm hoping that killed him.
Copy. UAV is on station. Recon online. UAV is bingo fuel. RTV at this time.
Jump up, buddy. The guy on my left here is fucking eating them up. Again, it's got nothing to do with facing the truth. Like all the stuff you're trying to tell me is me facing the truth is something I've already faced for the last 8 years. And at this point, the punishment doesn't fit the crime, right? I've already apologized for it. I've apologized it in a public forum, the New York Times. I've apologized for it on public TV, magazines, Twitch, YouTube, and podcasts. If you haven't seen one of my apologies yet, that's on you. That's not on me. I regret doing it. It was a dumb thing to say. I was young, dumb, and didn't think about what I was saying at the time. I don't agree with the things I said in the past. And if you haven't seen an apology yet, here, let me apologize for you now. I apologize for saying stupid things. But I can't undo that. And I do not feel as that the punishment should be continually and everlasting for simple words. I'm an easygoing guy. I'm a married guy. All I do is sit in my own little corner of the internet and play Call of Duty. And that's it.
Eliminate the enemy. Leave none alive. We have taken the lead.
All right, let's see what we can do. So different style of play here. This is my normal style of play with Assassin. Like coming here,
UAV online.
I'm concerned about the water. Well, it seems like everybody's heading down middle. We got a guy coming. He could jump water. He could not. I'm trying to stay at an off angle. What that means is I want him to be running when I engage him, right? Like if I face him here, he can see me in advance and engage me. If I face him here, he's going to have to be extra careful to get me and to kill me most of the time. But it seems like he's already given up. We got one guy flanking around to the right here. So what we can do here, since like I'm looking at the score and it's 14-6, and I'm thinking like, okay, the enemy team's not winning enough gunfights to get traction to come to me. So this is why I'm making this flank. Generally on the flanks, you don't have enough to get all the way across, at least enough breath. If you come up here, there's a line of sight that kind of sucks for some machine guns, but if you're using an assault rifle, you easily can do it. This is all based on the fact that you're using covert sneaker, so you're not really making a whole lot of noise. So red dot is seen here. I know there's a guy on that side. Coming up here, check the bridge. I'm jumping quick, check the right. Slide. Check here. I'm using my ears. I'm expecting to flank and see somebody's back here in a second.
Hostile UAV in the area.
As soon as I hit these stairs, I should see somebody's back. Check straight to the right. Clear. Slide down here. Move back. Set a claymore up. Couple things here. What ended up happening is they started winning gunfights when I went into the water. So now I'm thinking, okay, I could jump back in the water and go over there to the Sober Friar and get off on the dock of the Sober Friar. Or I could play like the steps here. See, there's a guy in the water. So we go take the water. Water's usually a pretty easy kill. I heard gunfire behind me. So I'm going to push around back and try to take the thing. You can jump up on this trash can back here to kind of guard. Like, Greek's a really well-made map. Like, people that hate Greek just don't take time to learn it. Like, symmetrically, this map is great. By the way, right there is where the Friar dock comes out at. Alright, so there's going to be no room here, but like, if I sit back here, there should be a spawn happening soon. Checking the middle, I'm trying to move my curse hair So, like, that guy could have seen me. I don't think he did, but he could have. So let's play it like he did. So what we're going to do is we're going to take long angles. Be quick. Try to keep your cursor at least collarbone or clavicle. We got two guys in front of us. I don't like the head clip, especially against assault rifles. So we're falling back. Generally, if somebody's going to water, they're going to come up right around here. See right there? I put hits on him. If I had an assault rifle, I killed that guy, but, you know, shit happens. We got a guy coming out of the water here to the right, so we're going to take a long angle to him. Point of interest at the stairs. Keeping an eye out on the water jump up. Coming up the stairs. Pick the guy off. I knew that from the minimap. There's a guy coming across the bridge here. That's the same guy I just shot, so we know he's not very map savvy. You're great on the pod? Nah, I'm not going to demand money from anybody, dude. I don't want any more money than I'm entitled to. You got a guy in the water sniping again. I don't know who he shot at. He could have shot at me. So I'm going to give it a second. Let this blueberry go ahead. Alright. So I don't want to get sniped from the water, so I'm not going down the left side. So I'm going to get into this cubby hole, and I'm going to wait. I'm using my ears now. That was just him messing up with the longbow. We seen somebody's going to be coming up on the fryer dock. So we can push this a little bit. And get the guy on the fryer dock. So now we're going to have two people possibly hunting us. What we can do is we can do this right here. This doesn't work as well as it does in like Rainbow because the way your Call of Duty character stance and how the camera works. But you literally use a slit in like a door or a sidewall and have two I'm not trying to say like two. Oh, that sucks. Let's see what that looks like. He had to got a headshot on me. Yeah, that very first bullet was a headshot. That's what got me. All right, we're gonna get a guy that's gonna be coming across the bridge to my right here. Alright, so here, like I can tell from where the minimap is, they're all going to be in their back spawn. Couple things we can do here. I'm actually going to do the swim again. Remember, you can go all the way down to red, it's fine. Issue with the swim is when you jump up, you gotta look to your right. Clear that guy. Check the spawn. Don't want to reload right now. You remember to go to your secondary. Clear all this. Clear the truck. Now you can reload. Now we're gonna double back in case they spawn behind us. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Clear, clear, clear. Jumping up. Jumping onto the patio furniture. Trying to hold an angle here at head level. We're good. Sliding in. Putting a trap here in case somebody jumps through the window. We're coming out back. Worried about this angle right here. Get behind cover. Crouch. Slide up the stairs. Check. Check right here. And now we don't want to go that route. If you got a submachine gun, you want to take this route. Go through the middle and up here so you avoid all the submachine gun things. See that this guy's got a shield right here. Oh, and that hurt so bad. That was sheer luck right there. That was no skill whatsoever. But we can use the shield to our advantage. Don't want to sit here too long because they have access to us from the other little alcove. What we can do is we can use our ears here. You're listening for like tingling, almost like dog tags. Because like that guy giving it my position away by coming there.
10 seconds remaining.
Got to my right.
The mission is complete. Good work.
Well, my IQ doesn't transfer over to rank because rank's a different game mode. Like, my IQ transfer over to search and destroy when I'm fully trying. But, like, for the most part, like, hardpoint kind of forces you to move around the map. And, like, I don't play enough hardpoint to know how the spawn logic works. Your dono. Let me check your dono, man. Blitz and Boar Wings, would you ever play a Pokemon game on stream? Pikachu would love it. I don't have any Pokemon games. Like, honestly, and that's the biggest issue because I don't have Nintendo consoles. I mean, I have a Switch, but, like, I don't really play the Switch. No, I'm not on edge about anything. I got a little bit of a headache. I mean, the last Pokemon I looked at, and I'm like, oh man, I really want that game, was like Pokemon, like, was it Grass Green or Emerald Green or Fire Red or some shit like that? Like, I really like those. Do I like Nissan? No, I do not like Nissan. Keep your head up. Top hat will help. Bojangles, you know why you get banned, dude. You have a picture of me, which is a no-no.
We'll check the area. I'll move to it. Hey,
Yeah, top hat's right there. I need to clean it. But I can't wear the top hat and that thing itself. Generally, there's two routes here. I always take this route through construction, but another route you could take is go middle building. Middle building is very good for assault rifle, especially if you have full metal jackets. I picked the window over that because, like, he was having a firefight with him. Another guy went behind him. That guy gave his position away with sound. Closing door, putting a claymore here. See, I got two blueberries up there, so that's gonna stifle my traffic. Then we'll jump out the window. Pick up a secondary here, just because, and I just seen that they spawned behind me. keeping it head level. Pick him off. Switch weapons. Throw a stun behind me. Oh, and he got me through the window. The reason I threw the stun behind me was to catch anybody chasing and give me a chance to like get away. Alright. So we got another guy coming. I'm gonna catch him here.
Friendly Overwatch Helo inbound.
This area is weird because they can catch you here, but usually they're running. So slide over here into the shanty town, sip up, check the area, get the pick, go into safe cover, jump out, aim. Gonna have a guy coming up right in front of us. Another guy to the right. And I got sniped. Nothing you do about a sniper. Like, it's the cheapest weapon in the game. It is what it is. Now they got an advanced UAV up, which advanced UAVs doesn't really help me much. Because one, like, it just makes it so that you want to take a lot of engagements. But like people with advanced UAV up tend to play a little more back. And my playstyle kind of relies on them to move around. There's a guy on the top here. He could fall on my head here if he's so inclined to. I'm just going to move back over here. That guy will get picked off. Like he's in one of the hottest positions in the map. There's that Baz B. Let's take that with us. There's a Juggernaut.
Copy. UAV orbiting the
Like this match is a blowout.
friendly SAE on the way.
Who's got 95 counts made? So the Juggernaut's coming through the middle here, so I want to stay out of his line.
Mosquito is online.
Still got a Juggernaut in front of us here.
Time is half over. Maintain the lead.
Juggernaut's the one who threw that. But he doesn't know where we're at no more. Is it gonna be a guy right here at base level? He's probably gonna go up into the barbershop. He did. Oh, and I got picked. Slide over here. Kind of give it time.
Friendly UAV online.
Let our health go back up.
Friendly UAV on station.
Thought about jumping up there, but not. We'll go up the side here.
Moving. Friendly SAE inbound.
I took a risk there with the SMG, thinking that they would sprint down it, and they did.
UAV is
Being aggressive. There's a guy right there in that corner over there. I'm gonna throw a stun.
on your six. The mission is complete. Good work.
No, Keem's not talking about this. I think we're just done with it. Like they'll either replace me with Blade or somebody like that, or that'll just be the podcast. Either way's fine with me. Love you, Philly. Thank you, man, for the $5. I'm actually the opposite. Like the top of my hand, from here to like there, feels like it's swollen, and like it hurts to do this if I play mouse and keyboard for too long, because I do this a lot when I'm playing with my mouse. Like I constantly adjust the wrist but my wrists are completely straight when I hold a controller. Thank you, Dan 420. I'm not diabetic. I literally have blood work right here. Right here's my blood work. Not diabetic, not even pre-diabetic. That was within the last 6 months. See, I like the problem is Keemstar wanted the old Wings of Redemption on the podcast, and like I tried to bring him back, but like one, I don't like that person. I don't like being that person, and it's mentally draining to be that person for hours on end. Russ, that's completely up to you. I still need to cancel mine. COD doesn't bother me much. Like honestly, like I don't treat Call of Duty at the same level of vigor that I used to. I still want to win and shit, but it is what it is. I mean, honestly, there was going to be no money at the end of that bet anyway, because like our stuff averages like 40 or 50,000 views. Uh, but I'm most definitely winning the boogie weight loss thing. Lindsay Price, there is a very difference in what I do now. It's like I would have had a mental breakdown. 2010 Jordy would have been crying and having a mental fucking breakdown over a 1.59 KD. This Jordy, it's like, oh, I got a 159. I'm doing good. That guy that just jumped off the bridge is gonna come right here, and I'm gonna shoot him. You know, it's like I've kicked my door off the hinges before playing Call of Duty and short hair. There's another guy right there. Like, this is what Wit struggles with. Let's pick his gun up. Take this guy out. This gun right here doesn't have a grip. That little... Oh, and the grenade got me. I was going to say that little pipe bomb in front of me is about to blow up. Well, if you want to blame the downfall of the Locale podcast, blame the troll channels. They did everything in their power to disrupt it. Wow, I threw the stun and it blew it up. And I had to have more than one health. I quit because I'm not making any money. Like if I was making money, I would have took the punishment. But I've sat there 3 months not making money. And like as soon as we got a sponsor that was gonna pay us good money, trolls fucking swatted them. And did everything in their power. Review bombed them, swatted them, called on the local office threatening them. We ended up giving the money back. Just to keep a good relationship. The Meta PC. That's why it ended so abruptly. Like we had all kinds of fun shit planned too with it. Dude, I tell Whit not to put this shit on his guns, and he continues to put them on his guns.
Hostiles launched the cruise missile.
Oh. You're not gonna get proof. Because one, who the fuck are you? That's one, right? Two, I have multiple people that can back it up.
We're falling behind. Get moving.
Yeah, Keem would back me up on that.
We've lost half the field. Fight back. Hostile SAE near
Oh, I don't give a fuck about Ethan Ralph. Ethan Ralph was not anything to do with what it was. My beef was that Keemstar ran the live streams and he offered no level of protection for my mental health,
UAV on station.
even when I asked him multiple times for even the simplest things.
Hostile Mosquito is online.
Just to like block certain words in the chat and like ban certain people.
UAV active. Our counter UAV is active.
See, like Keemstar's built different. Like he don't give a fuck about anything. Right? Like to him, somebody spamming like the N-word is just more engagement of the algorithm. Things like that. Like we had to beg him to block that word because it was a bad look to have people just spamming the N-word left, right, and center on the podcast. This is a bad play, by the way.
Copy. UAV orbiting the AO. Recon is online.
It's a bad play that rewarded me for some reason.
We've secured the lead. The enemy's taken the lead.
Yeah, but I've always said like the Wings of Redemption person is a character that I played, and like it's just my personality turned up to a fucking 11. right? Like I usually sit around a 5. I turn my personality to 11 and just be very, very brash and loud. Cause like I like Boogie. I normally would never insult Boogie, but like on the podcast, my job is to be entertaining. So I insulted Boogie, but I always apologized to him. I always looked out for his best interests.
30 seconds left.
We were just at 69. Like, how are we this down again? Somebody's doing the most.
10 seconds.
I don't think Boogie knows. Boogie's traveling. Tommy knows.
Mission failed. Return to base.
No. I ain't got no ill qualms with Keemstar. Like I said, I quit because of a disagreement, not because of anything real. Lindsay Price. Believe it or not, PKA and my character of Wings of Redemption was based off Opie and Anthony. Anthony being Anthony Cumia. That's how I wanted to run PKA, kind of like the Opie and Anthony show. That's where the desire and everything came from. This was before Anthony Cumia, which he's always been a racist, and everybody's always knows he was a racist. But before he was like very open with being a racist. I don't think it's doomed without me. Juicy Mako. Rewatch the beginning of the stream.
Clear to engage any and all hostiles in the AO. Taking the lead.
Dude, what kind of fucking eyesore is this gun?
Friendly UAV online.
I don't know why Juicy got banned. He asked for something, I gave it to him because he was
Friendly Overwatch Eagle inbound.
too special needs to learn to look at the pinned comment.
Hostile UAV in the area.
No, Bojangles, we already did a mass unban. We're good for the year. We're still busy trying to reban all the people that deserve it.
Our advanced UAV is online.
Terminal's a weird map. Like sometimes I like it, most of the times I hate it. And I know why, because like it all depends like how many people want to snipe today.
Friendly Overwatch helo in the area. Halfway to mission. Finish it. Friendly UAV online.
Advised UAV is exiting the AO.
Friendly UAV on station. Mission time is half over. Maintain the lead.
What's you going to grind open beta predecessor? I don't understand what your question even is, dude. Dude, that guy should be dead now.
Friendly UAV online.
Man, it's always a sniper, man. There's never anything else. Always a sniper.
We've got him on the run. Keep up the chase.
I don't really want to play Pal World.
Friendly Overwatch helo inbound.
Do I think the Vince McMahon shit's real? 110%. 110%.
The mission is complete. Good work.
Yeah, I've gotten a swarm before. I played Apex for a long time. It did not get a ton of viewers. Nitro, that ain't true at all. I got no attraction to minors. Vince better shake his ass so it looks like a smooth chocolate swirl while I'm the cream cone. Vince ain't ever gonna see a day in prison. He's gonna get charged. He's right. He's not even got up. He's not even brought up on a criminal charge. He's brought on a. He's being brought up on a civil charge, which has a much less like. There's less grounds of believable. How am I supposed to say this? When you're on a criminal charge, it has to be beyond a reasonable doubt. On a civil charge, it doesn't have to be beyond a reasonable doubt. It just has to be like this most likely is what happened. So what will end up happening is he's going to owe this woman $50 or $60 million. And he's going to die an old man in a penthouse somewhere. That's what's going to happen to Vince McMahon. It's the same thing as Trump just recently. Trump has to pay E. Carol Jean or whatever the fuck her name is, like $83 million, because a jury looked at the case and said, yeah, he most likely raped her and lied about it. So they gave her $83 million out of Trump's money. But since it was a civil charge and not a criminal charge, it Trump ain't in jail. Imagine naming a toy after the Big Show after you're fucking jobbing him the fuck out. Because they never used the Big Show right. He was what you call a transfer champion, right? Big Show won the title because The Rock had to go to the movies, and I forgot who else was in the match. And who they wanted to win the title, the other person didn't want to lose to because of backroom politics. So they had the Big Show win the title from The Rock, and have the Big Show lose to drop the title to the next person. That's all politics, man. Oh, they're going to appeal the shit out of that case. It's like I was saying, Kelly, I'm like, I mean, Trump's going to be like 88 years old before he has to give a dime to her, because his lawyers are going to drag that shit out for 10 years. Dude, I just got a desire for a root beer so badly. Like it just hit my nose and my nostrils like, ooh, root beer. No, I'm not a thug. Like Whitwinter's way he dies. That right there is how he dies. No, I'm really hot right now, but I think it's because I did Ozempic earlier today. And I'm having like a side effect of it. Because I'm having like almost like a hot flash. I can tell you one thing about Rudy. I don't know how he was as a mayor, but as a lawyer, he was a pile of dog shit. Like, he was one of the worst lawyers I've ever seen somebody have. I don't care if Tommy C leaked my... I've never said anything I wouldn't say in public.
The mission is half complete. Stay sharp. Mission time is half complete. Enemy UAV active.
See, I don't know where the enemy team is at. Our team is just everywhere.
Friendly UAV online.
Copy that. UAV online and orbiting the AO. UAV bingo fuel.
Friendly Overwatch helo inbound. Our advanced UAV is online.
Dude, that whole team is just sitting there.
Momentum's up. Keep pushing them back.
What about the border crisis?
Friendly
I don't know
UAV
anything
on
about that.
station.
Rare form. You're trying to say cat was a 2? Cat's not that ugly. I don't think you know what a 2 looks like. Like a 2 usually has like some type of like facial damage or like scarring or like really elderly. Rosie O'Donnell didn't even a 2. Like Rosie in her prime, like really trying to be like the man of like the female relationship is like a 4. Like she's one step under average. Because 5 would be like your standard run-of-the-mill girl next door, right? Like generally, like when you're in Walmart, females range from like 4 to 6. You like anything under 4 is rare. Anything over 6 is rare, right? We're talking about women. No, I probably never try Starfield. Oh, they be some creatures in Walmart too. Some absolute creatures. So you don't like the way Cat looks, but look at it this way: like put Cat up against like the standard woman in Walmart.
Team deathmatch. Eliminate all threats. Don't hold back. We've taken the lead. The enemy's taken the lead.
Slow down. Oh my lord, I hate that shit. Where it's like the dude has got fucking infantry vest on and he just runs forever.
Secured the lead. Friendly UAV on station.
Changing mag.
We've taken the lead.
I value personality and like conversation more than I value looks. I mean, obviously a girl shouldn't be a Hagatha, right? But like, yeah. Good Lord, dude. I need to start paying attention to what I'm doing here. Stop chasing. Stop chasing. Start running cutoffs. Alright, we're going to let this guy walk in front of us.
Friendly UAV online. Friendly UAV.
I mean, it all depends. Like, men generally can hold what is considered the standard of beauty longer than women, right? Because very few women can be like really good looking into their 60s, right? And there's men that can hold being good looking into their 60s, or like what is considered good looking into their 60s. But like, there's some women that can pull good looking off well into their 40s. Like, I would still say my mother's a good looking woman in her mid 50s. Women that look 50 at 24 are on drugs, man. That's what that is. That's drugs. Well, people said I've looked like 50 since I was like 28. So I'm having like hot flashes and shit right now. I don't feel good.
Well, that could be because we need to have the air on and we have the
What does that thing say on temperature wise?
76.
Well, that's the reason right there.
Yeah,
Like, why is it that getting that hot? I set it to 70.
because it wasn't on cool, it was on heat.
Okay. So I was thinking I was having like a Ozempic flashes or something.
No. Well, when you started talking about you being hot, I'm like, I'm hot too.
Look how round I am right now. Use this to fan yourself. Thank you for the $5 a day. Kelly, you want to come say hi to the chat?
I'm not clothed.
You ain't got pants on?
No.
Oh. She ain't got pants on. Kelly has this thing she doesn't like wearing clothes.
You gonna let me really tell the chat, or you just want me to say hi?
Oh, you put your skirt on?
It's the easiest thing, and Lord, it's hot.
Yeah, it's
Hi,
hotter in
I'm
here.
alive. This is my husband, whom I love dearly.
Look how skinny she's gotten.
I'm not.
You
That's
are.
the sad thing. Like, I haven't budged.
Yeah, you have gotten weight. See, you look at it only as the scale. You're not looking at it as you're walking, you're losing fat cells. Like, you care about the weight number. You shouldn't care about the number. You should care about how you feel and how your clothes fit you. You have dropped fat cells and gained muscle.
Well, I'm also trying to drop fat cells now, apparently, since I'm sweating.
Because, like, what you don't understand is, like, you're eating 60 plus grams of protein a day. You're walking. You're going to be building muscle. Muscle is going to split and cause you to gain weight. But at the same time, you're going to be losing fat cells.
By the way, I'm also cooking vegetable beef soup.
Cool.
Let's hope I don't burn it. Listen, I need a crock pot knob.
Did you go and
I
mess
don't
your
know.
Pioneer Woman one up?
No, the knob doesn't have, like, it's rubbed off. Like, I've used my crock pot so much that the temperature stuff has rubbed off. So I don't know what settings, high, low.
How about this? How about we realize Pioneer Woman isn't as great as you think it is, and let's get a real crock pot.
Oh, you gonna give me another crock pot? I can't go to Weight Watchers, but I can get another crock pot.
Yes.
Let's go shopping now.
I'll do the shopping since I'll buy it right.
No.
No.
First off, that crock pot is like 5 years old. You realize that, right?
I understand that, and yes,
Do
it
you
still
realize the first thing I ever made for you in that?
was vegetable beef stew,
Yep.
and it was not as good as your current one.
Listen, baby, like me, my cooking's gotten better over time.
Well, like she loves Pioneer Woman, which is like a Walmart brand for the most part, but like everything I've seen Pioneer Woman is like just above average. Like it's none of it's like, oh man, this is something you buy once and you in your whole life. It almost screams like you're replacing this every 5 years.
But it's been 5 years. I spent $30 5 years ago for a crock pot. Oh my gosh. $6 a year to have the luxury of being able to cook in a crock pot. And honestly, like I said, it's just the knob. Like everything
Shoot,
else
I just
on it
gotta-
works perfect.
Go get your new shoes. Show me shoes.
Oh.
I don't like that face. I just dropped $160 on these shoes. I just donated $10 to have a good stream. They're ink in a row. I have no acknowledgement. You don't want to appreciate your fans? I'm sorry, man. Let's see. It says you donated twice. Thank you for the $10. Ember Waves. What did Ember Waves say? Chat mods, can we please do our part and tell Wings and Kelly that you do not lose fat cells, they shrink? Okay, Ember Waves, I got you. Regardless, the point means the same. She's gaining muscle because she's exercising and eating a lot of protein. And on the other side, she's eating 600 calories a day, and the body's going to make up for that by taking away from your fat cells. Lucifer, thank you, dude, for the 20. But like all she does is she stares at that number, and she's like, "Oh, the number goes down so slow." Oh. These are her New Balances. They're like a teal with like a pink and then some yellow.
More yellow. I'm not really seeing a lot of pink. That actually looks more like purple.
It is purple. Come to think of it, looking at it. Imagine the smell.
These are actually really good. I've only worn
It smells like a shoe store.
Yeah, I've only worn them.
Like like the insole is not even wore off of it.
There, see? Now, we want to get my Brooks that I've had for a minute and smell those. That might be interesting. But I always wear socks.
Zillion say you have female New Balances.
Those are mine.
He says he has the same
Oh,
shoes.
You do? Awesome. They're cute, right? Like, so the problem with buying shoes for me is I have a wide foot.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, the cute styles don't really come in wide. You know, it's kind of like big girl clothes. They're like, They don't think you wanted cute stuff. Which big girl clothes have come a long way.
I was about to say, like, big boy clothes have come a long way. You used to get 2 choices. This
Or some cartoon.
or
Some Superman.
or some Marvel superhero. Like, you can at least get a car shirt every now and then now.
So yeah, so like it's really hard to find wide width that you actually are like, oh my gosh, those are so cute.
I love Skechers. That's what I wear. But, like, Skechers do not last. And, like, for, like, walking and stuff, Skechers break down way too fast.
Yeah, and that was like a big thing for me is because like I want to start doing my 5Ks again. Like I want to do a 5K every month again, like I did last year. And so I gotta have shoes that can do that. Which I mean, I have those Hokas.
Like,
I have plenty of shoes at this point because we have what I have like
I didn't like the Hokas.
I have like they're very basic.
Well, you picked them out.
They didn't have many options and they were free.
Yeah. She got Hokas from, like, she won a contest that went for 5Ks.
Like I got like 4 pairs of Brooks. I have the gray pair, the tie-dye pair, the pink and white pair, the pink and black pair, and then I have the New Balances you just got me for Christmas, and then I have the Hokas. So
Anybody wonders where the donation money goes? The blessed girl. Come here, Gray.
this man act like I don't make no money. It's about to go all to my hospital bills.
Which your hospital bills are way less than I thought they were going to be from my understanding.
But here's my thing: like the last hospital bill was unnecessary. You could have just let me sleep it off.
Yeah. You would have been dead within a week. I still have an issue that the hospital didn't notice DKA when you came out of surgery. I'm still on that line of thinking.
You should be proud of me that I was walking up and down.
No, the bill might still be $250,000, Chris. But like we have like our insurance plan has like a $4,000 to $6,000 max payout. I think like
Max,
out of pocket.
Out of pocket.
Yeah.
So we should
So
be
like
good.
the most I'll owe is $6,000.
Oh, it's just you owing it now? I ain't gotta owe it?
We'll owe it. We'll owe it.
No. Keep this tape. You know, in case something ever happens between us, I'll make sure to let them know that medical debt was yours. You said so.
I'll take it. I'll take it straight to your doctor, Zaire.
Stop it!
Bailey wants a pet.
They all want pets.
You should see when I wake up in the morning. If my tablet turns on,
Do you feel better now? Not so many hot flashes?
yes.
Your wife cured your hot flashes?
Dude, it was hot in this room.
It was 76 degrees.
out there. In here, it's probably 81, 82.
Yeah. But I'm like, why wouldn't you have thought to look at the thermostat?
I thought I was having hot flashes from the medicine because I did it today.
Well, at some point, I was just like, well, I'm sweating. Might as well sweat some calories out. Which, by the way, I really think I'm dehydrated. I'm showing signs of dehydration. And I cannot get more. Like, I've drank 2.5 bottles. But I don't know that I'm going to get any more down today. Because, like, my stomach is so full.
You don't think what works that way? It sounds like I need my ductwork inspected.
No, it just needs to not be on the heater.
But what it is we set it to the heater, and I set it to 70.
Okay.
Thinking that, it's cold outside. Like every time I hit 70, I'll just turn the heater off, and it'll get colder again, and turn the heater back on.
But today in South Carolina, it's like 73 degrees.
Yeah, it got
so
set.
which means
Like
it's going to be hotter in here.
Yeah, and the insulation kept some heat in.
So.
Oh, with the deductible? Like, we've already hit our medical deductible. But, like, there's a whole, like, insurance is like doing kung fu. It's complex as hell.
Okay, so you have a deductible. Once you meet that, insurance will start paying a certain amount of the bill.
Mm.
Usually it's 80 or 85%.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're out of pocket. Once you meet your out of pocket, that's when the insurance covers it all. What's so complicated about that?
the fact that you pay them all year, then you pay the deductible, and then they still make you pay through your fucking teeth.
I mean, I don't think it's that bad.
It's not that bad if you got to go to the hospital once a year, but what about somebody that has multiple visits a year?
Well, then you're gonna have the out of pocket met in no time.
And some
Like
people,
I met the out of pocket within the first 2 weeks. You know what that means? I'm getting my carpal tunnel surgery.
but what I'm saying is, like, some people can't cover a $6,000 expense.
Listen, we gonna do it in payments.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing it in payments, but like, some people can't do that.
Don't be acting like we covering it all at once.
She had weight loss surgery, which cost us $2,100 up front, and then she got DKA from the weight loss surgery, and she had to spend like 2 days in ICU and like 4 days in total in the hospital.
Oh, I'm getting chunky now. See, they agree with me.
Don't listen to them. Those motherfuckers don't know what a female smells like, much less looks like. Is diabetic ketoacidosis.
How's recovering now? Now I'm good. Like now I'm, Jordy says I'm nicer. I don't see a difference, but whatever.
When her sugar was through the roof, she was mean.
I wasn't mean. I just wanted to sleep, and you kept waking me up.
Dude, you look like you were about to spit pea soup at me, and your head's gonna spin around.
Because
sometime.
you kept waking me up. Do I wake you up when you sleep in 12 hours? No. I sleep 12 hours, and all of a sudden we gotta wake me up.
Dude, you slept 18 hours.
You act like you ain't never slept 18 hours before.
No. I was over here worried about you having a bed sore. I remember I got you up to take a bath just so you wouldn't have a bed sore.
My toy expired.
What's your new blood monitoring thing?
I need a new sensor.
How much those things cost?
I don't know yet. They haven't called me. So that means I have to check my blood sugar the old-fashioned way now.
What do you mean, what is this life? This is what marriage looks like.
Listen, you know what the most exciting thing we did all week long?
What was that?
We went and looked for Stanley Cups.
Oh yeah, we did go look for Stanley Cups. Has yours come in yet?
No, Monday. It'll be here Monday.
Okay. Because I found my Obama cup, and Kelly didn't want an Obama cup.
I was not getting.
So she bought hers
luster.
online.
No. Like my shoes, my cup has to be cute.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I'm not cute, therefore things around me have to be cute. My husband's cute.
Mm-hmm. Your cat's cute. Yeah, it's like Obama mustard tan. Like it's like shaped like a
You
suit.
know what the saddest thing was for me? Like my birthday, I was in the hospital, so I didn't get to celebrate my birthday on Animal Crossing. So now I got to go backdate it so I can celebrate my birthday on Animal Crossing.
There's Trap Daddy, and I ain't scared of you, bud. Kelly tell you, there's not very many people on this planet I'm afraid of. If I can't
Are
beat,
there any?
no, if I can't beat you up, I got something for you. Like,
But yeah.
Grayson's over here typing away.
It is his turn.
Oh, it was Grayson typing?
Yes, it was. Grayson is typing.
That's what he's typing.
Good times. Alright, y'all. Peace out. I'm gonna go make sure I don't burn the soup.
Make sure you turn it off this time.
Are you judging me right now?
We had this whole half a thing of soup one time, and she left it on high the whole night. We got there. I got there the next morning. That thing was burnt. Burnt. We had to soak that pot for like 3 days. Kelly is super sweet. What do I got all over me, Gray? What you got on your paws? Oh, I ain't talking to you.
Ugh. I have to go do my medicines.
You wanna come show her your medicine wheel? No. We had to go to the Dollar General and buy her like a bunch of medicine wheels. Actually, the Dollar Tree, because we just needed a plastic container. Though Blackout did like 12 hours on Destiny the other day. Honestly, I'm just kind of burned out on Call of Duty right now. Like, I just don't want to touch it at all for the most part. Like, I just don't know what to do. And like, my first instinct is like, just play Dark Souls. But like, dude, everybody see me play Dark Souls. Like, I don't want to play that either. Like, I downloaded the PS Plus game Evil West, thinking like, oh, this is gonna get me a Dark Souls fix. That game's real easy. Real easy. Like, that's one of the easiest Dark Souls likes I've ever played. Dude, I've got Darkest Dungeon, but that shit's hard. I can never manage my fucking stress. Like, I struggle so badly managing stress on the Darkest Dungeon. Yeah, Skyrim would be a good look. The problem with Skyrim is I always want to play the same fucking character. Like, my favorite character is like, I play games the most boring way possible, and that's the way I like it. I love like slowly playing games. Like, I was watching somebody go through Mind Laben, and like they're like showing all these strategies where like they shoot walls to attract certain like enemies up into like certain areas, and like get the enemy to do what, and how to manipulate the enemies in certain encounters, and like to me that stuff is interesting. Like, I love like slowly playing games like in Dark Souls and things of that nature, where it's like you're over prepared but you're doing it as like safely as possible. Like, what kind of got me into that was like this guy named God, what's that dude's name? Many a True Nerd. He did this like Fallout run where like he beat Fallout in all the DLC with only 1 health bar. And it's like, that's crazy. 1 health bar, huh? And like, I started playing that way because I always played Fallout without using stim packs. I would use like the healing items, because I always thought like, they give you all these food and drink items that you never use. Let's just heal with those and never think, no, my Skyrim character is not a sneak archer. My Skyrim character is a conjuring mage. Miniature Nerd did it on the hard difficulty and not very hard. So he did it with a 25% penalty, not a 50% penalty. But it's still an impressive feat. Like if you'd have asked me like, can you beat Dead Money on one health bar after you beat the entire base game, I would have told you no. Because there's so many situations where like the gas and like the ghost people and things like that would have fucked you up. I just love when people get that level of nuance into the game, and I love when games get to that level. Like for example, I love like Decino, like from Doom. Like he has a Doom channel, and he goes through like how like the Archvile works, how the Cacodemons work, how like the super shotgun works that shoots 21 projectiles and shit like that. What's everybody getting message deleted for? Like you don't got a message delete. Like all the messages. Like some of these are good messages. Dan donated $10. Thank you again, Dan. You should grow your beard out and dye it like Keemstar. I used to grow my beard out, but like I like it better. I like it better like this because it's easier to keep. Like when I had like a beard that was like this, like I'd lay down and it would like curl over into my mouth, and I hated it. Grayson, you are the most dog-like cat I've ever met in my life. Yeah, I did. Like, like I got recently played through Doom 64, and Doom 64 has a different BNG, and like I looked it up, and Destino did a video on that, whereas like the Doom 64 BFG is like a giant cone of damage, whereas I thought it worked like the Quake 2 and like Doom BFG, where like it shoots a huge ball, and that ball does like damage. It shoots a bunch of like lasers out that damages everything on the screen. And the longer the ball flies, the more damage it puts to enemies off to the side. I'm unemployed again. I still stream. I still stream. What iPhone am I rocking now? The new one. Like I paid like $7 a month for the new one. Like me and my wife are pretty much at the upgrade thing, where it's like every 2 years we kind of like upgrade the phone, and it costs us like $7 a month to like finance the next phone. Yeah, I got the 15 Pro Max. I got Dr. Grayson on the front of it. I got an 18 Sierra Mana, 4-ton. What's the difference? One, I said mine to be funny in a podcast setting 14 years ago, for the most part. And I don't hound people and like follow them around and try to ruin their life with the topic. That's the difference. Dude, I actually would love that because like I could see how Destiny could have been fun. Like when I was doing like that Witch DLC, like you could see like how that could be very fun to fucking do. Like that's what I like. Why don't I quit the internet? Because I have a back problem and that I can't do any job that's not sitting down. And like since I have like a 17-year work gap, most jobs I'm gonna get is gonna be sitting down are gonna be like phone center and things like that pay hardly anything. Most jobs in my area don't pay anything. Like you're lucky if you make $15 an hour in my area. This job has a much higher ceiling than anything I can do outside of this job right now. And I can sleep in and pick my own days and work when I want to work and network and make my own career opportunities. No, I'm only stressed out when like people try to make me stressed out. Thank you, Grayson. How did you manage to do that? Yeah, like for the last like year and a half, I've been perfectly good for the most part. No, I'm good. Like the reason I quit the podcast is because I'm not going to let myself get back to that stress level. It's not going to happen. It's like people say I like rage quit Call of Duty when I'm having bad games. Like I just I made a promise to myself when I'm not having fun, I just quit. I just quit. The problem the problem is I don't like very many games. Like I'm very particular how I like games. Like there's games I like to watch, but I wouldn't like to play. Nah, I'm not watching the Royal Rumble tonight. I couldn't tell you who wrestlers are right now. I quit watching in like 2000. I'm like 24 years out. Which is funny because my wife thinks I'm a wrestling fan, which I'm not. Like I liked wrestling when I was a kid, and I know the business, and I was really into it, but like I quit watching. I know the exact match I quit watching. It was fucking WCW Nitro, and Kevin Nash had just beat Goldberg, and the next Nitro he had Hogan poke him in the chest and pin him for 1, 2, 3. Now, yeah, like now I do is I listen to shoot interviews about like how wrestling business used to be and how certain wrestlers used to be and like documentaries on like Bruiser Brody and shit like that. What's my cat's name? This is Dr. Grayson. Dr. Grayson. You'll hear me refer to him as Dr. Gray a lot. Gracie, who the good kitty? Who the best kitty? Gray the best kitty. You still watch wrestling?
You didn't tell them how I awesomely saved my Valentine's Day card from last year? And you're like, oh, I don't even remember buying this. I don't even think I read it.
You didn't tell him the best part of that conversation.
What?
Since you showed me your Valentine's card from last year, I'm like, oh, look, I don't have to buy another one.
Exactly. I told you that.
And I didn't sign it last year, so I could just sign it this year and give it back to you. Oh. Well, how can you gamble on wrestling? It's preordained who's going to win.
But you don't know that.
Right, but people do. So, like, there could be insiders and shit like that.
You can gamble on anything.
Thank you, Dogma, for the $10, man.
Oh.
I tried DMZ with Delta. I mean, it was fun, but, like, it wasn't for me. See, I don't like buying chocolate and flowers. Like, my logic with gifts is buy them something they'll use, right?
Hence why I got a blender for Christmas.
Hence why she got a blender for Christmas.
You don't buy appliances for Christmas.
She got a blender, she got a pair of shoes, she got something else, I forgot. Perfume, yeah. Coach perfume. Like, she might be getting a crock pot for Valentine's Day.
Oh, absolutely not.
Crock pot and an Norelco beard trimmer that says Jordy. Dogma, don't you aren't you Hit Boy Triple G? Like, don't you play Rainbow with me? Oh, see, I'm thinking you're somebody completely different. Thank you for the $15, man. See, I'm different on my own stream. What are you meowing at? You're just as happy as can be. I got you. Don't feel bad. I'm terrible at Siege too. What did Jacob be say? What do you mean getting my life together? Like that's an opinion. Are you talking about losing weight? I might never lose weight because like my goal weight's like 350. Like I'm always going to be a tubby dude. I've come to grips with that, but I would like to be less fat than I am currently. I don't know. I'm not in the groups. Like I said, I left all the groups. Let's see. What is this supposed to say? 2 hours ago, Keem ruined the podcast by trying to turn it into the Keemstar show. This is a Twitter Reddit post. So I'm reading verbatim. This is not my words. There are quotations with this. This is my opinion, but Boogie and Tommy C all had chemistry made for the show interesting, and the hilarity was the little moments that locals lie brag. Examples when Boogie revealed that he had cancer on the second episode. The stream was initially good, but then turned into this fake drama BS of random losers roasting Wings and Boogie. We could have had an episode where detractors as guests. Locals instead, all the interested people got pushed into the streams for 5 minutes. That's how you exhaust storylines. There's also coordinated drama that came sidelining Tommy from the show. Overall, the show had potential, but fucked itself in execution. And you got Trap Daddy playing in. The podcast can still work. And I'd still be open to do the podcast part of it and just sit off the live streams. Because I like working with Boogie and Tommy, and I like working with Keemstar, but like, I don't want to be a part of that. Let's dogpile every fucking week in and week out. Like, I know that brings 3,000 viewers and that brings donation money in. But man, that's exhausting and it fucks with your mental health. And like, I'm not about that life. And it's like the last live show. Like, I felt like I was trying my best to try to keep it entertaining, and Keemstar was pissed off the whole time because we didn't really have anything to be entertaining. And so we went straight to like the bottom of the fucking barrel and just got insulted for 2 hours. And then he just leaves without saying anything. No exit to the show, no send off, no like. And it's like, okay, that sucks. Because I'm going to be on the next episode coming out Sunday. But like I said, like, there's got to be concessions. Like, what's happening right now, it's not good long term. Like, and I'm not going to let it get to the point where it's like, okay, this is draining me. Now, Keem is wonderful as a host. The problem with Keem is, like, Keem has, like, iron skin, and he expects everybody else around him to have it, too. Oh, what class you beat Diablo 2 with, Doodly Doo? Oh, the noob. Thank you. You're my favorite streamer. I don't know why I'm your favorite streamer, but thank you so much. No. I constantly mad dog people, and I would be cool if people did it back to me, but people don't do it back to me. You know what people do? They just call me a pedophile and talk over me, right? They never get it back to me. Like, you can go back and do what Ethan Ralph. Every time I shot something back at Ethan Ralph, oh, I can't talk about that. I'm court ordered not to talk about that. Oh, I can't speak on this. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, no. I could be like, Ralph, What about the dude in Portugal that folded you like a lawn chair? What about that? Oh no, I don't remember that. I can't speak on that. That's what I got. And then he would go back to screaming at me like I'm this. Like, fuck that noise. It's a feminist crime. Like, if they wanted to call me fat or something like that, or they wanted to, like, oh, your head's bald, you got the dome of despair going on, like, you're a fat redneck, I can understand it. I can work with that. But they don't do that. They just call me the same shit over and over again and ask the same question 15 fucking times in different form. Dog, I grew up in the fucking hood. And I can tell you right now, Ethan Ralph is sweet as a motherfucker. And if you don't know what sweet is, let me give you an example of what sweet is. Say you want to see the time on somebody's phone. You go, hey Grayson, that's a nice phone. Can I see it? Just I don't look at the time. Grayson goes, meow, and hands you his phone. Then you put his phone in your fucking pocket like this right here. You know why you put your phone in his pocket? Because Grayson's sweet. And he ain't going to do shit about it. Then he goes, what'd you do with my phone? You go, what phone? They had a whole episode on Friday about this. Whole episode on Friday about this. You can't tuck your shit in. You got to take your shit off. You don't think South Carolina has fucking hoods? I mean, like, we don't have, like, gang members and shit like that, but, like, there's a whole drug trade in South Carolina of, like, opioids and shit like that. Like, every town has its own little hood. I grew up in a place called Holt Gardens. Holt Gardens is where I got my first, second, and third bike stolen. I used to get a bike every year for Christmas, and if I had it by my birthday, that was a good year. I have not seen his new girlfriend. Yeah, it's hard to talk about Black Bike Week without somebody getting in their feelings. But what is fucking racist as hell about Black Bike Week is they limit the black bikers to a very small section of Myrtle Beach, and they like gate off half the roads. In regular Bike Week, they don't do that. And I've always thought that was fucked up. Because, like, I used to deliver pizza at the beach when I was young. And let me tell you, black, white, brown, yellow, all those dudes got drunk and partied hard and did dumb shit. It's a bad look when you do something for one and not the other. I hate to tell you, when there's fucking like alcohol and cocaine and they want some pizza, you getting tipped. I don't care I don't care who they are. They gonna tip you good. They gonna fuck with you. They go, oh, look at this fat bitch right here. Yeah, you bring my you know my pizza, did you? I got you. Then they'll give you a $20 tip. Did Boogie quit? Horn dog, I missed the boat. I did quit. I'm more than willing to have a boxing match. But I gotta get paid. But I got to get paid. I ain't trying to fight for free. Because I ain't got no desire to hit nobody. But I'll do it for money. Who am I trying to fight now? Whoever wants to pay me to fight. I'm a simple man. My goal is to get into a fight, get in a fight, get a payday, and hopefully I don't get hurt enough that I got to spend the money to get fixed. I'd try that if Floyd ain't punching back. 9 minutes to land a punch on Floyd in a small area, and he can't punch back. Would you fight a drunk Blade? That would be unfair. Shit, Floyd Mayweather broke the Big Show's nose. It ain't about hitting hard, it's about hitting in the right spot. I can't take it to the living room because, like, one, Kelly's probably out of her clothes again. And two, I don't have good lighting in there. And 3, I'd have to do it on my phone. I like to do is be like, oh, you didn't even knock Boogie out. I'm like, dude, I had pillows on my fucking fists. Like, those 16-ounce gloves are like pillows. Oh. Dude, I'd give fucking the Ralph Amel a wedgie. That man's been fucking decked and fucked up so many times in his life. I let Ralph know real quick I ain't a woman. Am I a boxer or something? No, I've watched plenty of it on TV though. Yeah, I just took it. I took it actually at the beginning of the stream. I think is either the beginning of this stream or the beginning of the last stream. They work pretty well. I want to make more of them. I just don't know what to do. Like I should upload this fucking Dead Space thing. I got done. Yeah, I hit the donation goal. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm not becoming the next Island Boy. No, 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 no. Which Dark Souls though? 1, 2, or 3? Yeah, Big Chop been through a lot, and then he jumped into my rank session. It's like holy moly, like ranked in Call of Duty so fucked up, right? Because like Wit, who has like a .45 KD, is a silver, and I'm in bronze hell. And it just shows you how hard skill based matchmaking is. Upload a damn. I don't even know how to play Destiny 2, dude. Oh, did you see the article today talking about Fallout 5? Here's everything we know about Fallout 5. And I'm over here like, dog, I hope it comes out while I'm still in my 40s so I can play it. It's like everything you know about Fallout 5, that Starfield delayed it being made for no fucking reason. Yeah, Elder Scrolls Fallout 5 is going to be 20 years from now. I'm going to be like 57 years old. Have fucking hands eat up with arthritis trying to fucking get out the vault. When I was your age, we played Fallout 3. Young whippersnapper. I'll probably still be sitting in this fucking chair. I'm so cheap it still might be this fucking chair. All depends on how this steel holds up to the old weight. Yeah, I'll be playing Elden Ring DLC when it comes out. Yeah, like I'm getting to the point in my life where like people start dying, and it's starting to scare me. That's why I'm like making an effort to do this, like this weight loss thing. Because like, for example, like John Tenna died at 54. John Panette died at 50. My grandfather died at 58. You know, it's like I'm 37, about to be 38, and I'm like I've been 400 pounds most of my life, like 350, 400 pounds. It's crazy you said that I just turned 40, about the same with leaks. Dude, my favorite Steve Bongo. I don't think Bongo has got many years left in him. Like the fact that he had heartworms aged him really badly. Like he looked like an old man. I got Bongo on my phone. Like see, there's Bongo boy. He's the background of my phone. Him in his bed. Like I took. Go to Twitter. Let's go over here. Rose act like nothing happened. He's a legend. Let's see what Keemstar said. Let's see. Media. This picture. Like here's Bongo. Like he's getting a lot of gray hair and stuff like that, and his skin's getting more droopy. This is us going to the vet. This is Fat Jordy right here without his stuff cleaned up. Oops. Can I show a picture? Dude, I don't know if I have a picture where I weigh 225 pounds or less. I can show you a picture of like when I weighed like 330. But even then, people were sitting in this fucking chat being like, "You ain't lose no damn weight on a weight loss." I was like, "Good lord." That's just after weight loss surgery. Go back over here. Look, it's the red Mustang that everybody hated. It looked like a salvage piece of shit. This is when I got Rocco. Trying to find, like, here's a picture of me. I was like 350 right here. I still got that shirt too. So I look good in that shirt. This picture was to prove that my stomach didn't touch the steering wheel of my Mustang. This is me at KFC holding it down. Me working on that Final Fantasy X Platinum, watching the Braves. This is my flex right here of like owning 2 cars, and and that's the day I paid my house off. February 6, 2020. Here's a picture of my yard. Me going for my walks. Big Rocco. Here's Bongo when he was younger. This was 4 years ago. Almost 4 years ago. Flowers that a subscriber bought for my grandma. Here's a picture that I was close to 330 around this picture. 330 pounds. This is Dwayne. He's usually the first one in my stream every day. He's holding Big Rocco right here. But that's... Oh, I got a donation. Let's see. All I have to say is I never started watching without the podcast. Dan, which donation did I get? Destiny Stream a Riot. Oh, dude, I don't want to play Destiny. I don't like Destiny. Why don't you have the motivation to lose weight, Wings? Because when I feel bad, the first thing I want is a soda. I mean, I've lost almost 30 pounds. Where am I at right now? Let's see where we're at right now. Cat. I should be like 407, 408.
It's ready.
Yeah, 408. No. I've been almost 500. 500 is way harder on your body than what I am right now. I'm still gonna lap Boogie though. £500 feels like the weight of the world is on your chest at all times. Like you don't want to do anything, and then on top of that, when you have to do something, you generally have to plan your route between bursts of energy. I don't got to do that at 400 pounds. At 470, I do. Because, like, honestly, like, my body's, like, when I get, like, 430, 440, that's the peak of where my body actually functions. Like, 430, 440, like, I have to start planning out where am I going to sit down in trips and stuff like that. Here, I can go to, at 408, I can go to Walmart and walk the whole thing and be good, not even be winded. It's so weird how my body reacts. I was 472 at my heaviest. $472 is my heaviest. No, my toes are fine. Like when I sit down, like right now, I feel like a normal human being. Unless I sit down in like a Porsche. Yeah, I've never actually touched 500 pounds, but I've been knocking on the door of it one time. Here's the problem with buying a treadmill. I hate walking on a treadmill. One, it kind of forces your pace, and two, it's boring as fuck. I'd much rather go walking outside. You can walk at the pace you want to walk at. You can explore. You can listen to music, and you don't feel like you're automatically almost always about to trip. But I'm going to call it right there, boys. I'm going to go hang out with Kelly a little bit. I'll figure something out to do tomorrow. But I want to give a big shout out to Dogman. Thank you, dude, for like the $30 in donations. Appreciate the love. Thank you, Lucifer, for the 20. Thank you, Big Arm, for always coming through with the support. Thank you, Blackout, for donating $15 a day. Appreciate the love, dude. Thank you, The Noob, for the 10. Thank you, Quickness, for the 10. Thank you, Dan, for the 15. Thank you, Lone Survivor, for the 2. Thank you, Bojangles, for the, I'm going to call it $10 in like 4 different accounts. Thank you, Baldism, for the 5. Appreciate all the love, guys. I'll see you guys a little bit later. I'm outie 5000.